Black, the scene just a short time ago. They were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Sanders' first carry of the game, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to Sanders on first down, and he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But definitely
touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bengals 7, Bengals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Jonah Williams, former 1st-round pick, the guilty party. Up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and 12. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. Runs over it. Breaks the tackle. Now Allen. How did he stay on his feet? And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
11 empty, 11 empty. Here we go, here we go. Get on.
Play action. It's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And down to the 27-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
11, 11.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Play action. Here's Hurts. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
11, Thomas.
Now Burrow on first down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
4 yards remain for second down.
Ready?
They go play action with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for the Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game, and the Bengals have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Sanders. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And this one's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On 2nd down, Mixon, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Isaiah McKenzie. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager, and that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
To return is McKenzie. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Ready? Ready, set. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And running with power here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down. Here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time on a catch and run.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Here's a run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
11 Thomas.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Touchdown! Chase. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins
in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And fights through one man. A second nice move. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Joe Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Shut him down. Let's do this.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd down and 3.
Burrow will throw to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on first down. Mixon and some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Mixon.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Trey Hendrickson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big play there for Philly. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They go play action with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Dancing to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Big 13. Big stop.
On first down, Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
165 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Mixon. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back to Mixon on first down. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Bengals on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his running back, Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Is it okay if I break one? Our rules, partner, which is to never...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. A handoff to Mixon.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because...
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Brings up 2nd down.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Here we go with Burrow. And he's got Hurst as tight end. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league. And they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Cincinnati, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week